Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Marlene and I talk about eating disorder recovery and everything related to healing the relationship with your own body, with food and with movement. And let's dive right into the topic as we always do. I got a lot of questions from you guys about overshoot weight and actually how to end your weight gain. So a lot of you actually texted me on Instagram. My handle is Heal with Marlene as well. Some of you also texted me on my website, inquired about coaching and asked a bunch of questions, or commented under my videos. So whatever way you choose, please feel free to ask me your questions. I'm more than happy to answer them and to cover your topics. And as I just said, let's dive right into the topic. And a bunch of people actually asked me, told me their numbers, told me how much weight they gained. And believe it or not, but this is not even so important for me as a coach. Like, I don't really need to know how much weight you gained, because however much weight it is there for a reason, and your body gained it for a reason. So I really don't care how high the number is, even though it might sound shocking for you because you're used to see a way lower number on the scale. But for me as a coach, it is not even that important, because I know how much weight some people actually gain, how important overshoot weight gain is, and how common that actually is. Something that nobody really talks about, but that a lot of people actually are going through, is the fact that a lot of people are BMI wise, and you guys know I'm not a fan of the BMI, but BMI wise, a lot of people actually are overweight already when they are in recovery. I talked to so many people who went through weight gain, who went through overshoot weight, and the majority of them actually had a higher BMI, or a BMI that was considered overweight. Again, I'm not a fan of the BMI, and I'm also not a fan to even look at those scales, because that's not what we're focusing on. The weight that your body gained in recovery, or is still gaining, is the weight that you were never supposed to lose. And even if it's way more than you had before your eating disorder, your body is gaining a lot of weight for a reason. I covered the topic overshoot weight and also extreme hunger in a couple of other videos, so feel free to take a look at them. But one graphic that I love to use right over here is this graphic, and it actually shows how much slower your body gains muscle in comparison to fat mass. So in the study, it's actually called fat-free mass in comparison to fat mass, and your body will actually gain a lot of fat mass first, which is more than normal and more than healthy actually. It's actually a survival mechanism, and a mechanism that your body needs to do in order to have enough energy to actually heal your body internally. Because I said it before and I'll say it again, the damage we are doing to our bodies is way bigger than we can only imagine. Just because you look healthy, or just because you put on weight, doesn't mean that your body repairs all the internal damage. We're talking from bones, over muscle, over organs, over your vision, over hormones, and way more things. So your body really needs a lot of times, and it's often a few years until it's like really repaired, and until it really had enough energy and enough time to repair the damage you have done to your body. And so even if you gained double the amount of your weight, which was actually the case for me, I actually doubled my weight. From my lowest weight to my highest weight, I doubled my weight. And I know that sounds super scary, and if somebody would have told me that before I started my recovery, I probably would have been so scared and so horrified by that number that I don't know what would have happened. But nobody told me, and everybody is different, and that's beautiful. Nobody can tell you before if you're gaining a lot of weight or not, but you have to eat according to your hunger. You have to listen to your mental hunger and your physical hunger. And I can understand how hard it is, especially in the society we're living in. I had a bunch of doctors giving me shit. I had even people that were very close to me giving me shit, talking behind my back, and then I would hear it, or stuff like this. A lot of people think that they can comment on your body. A lot of people think that a number actually shows anything about your health, when it's not the truth. And so I really understand how hard it is, and I really understand how tempting it is to go back to your old habits. But this will only confuse your body more. The chances that you won't even lose weight are very high. And I'm actually talking from experience. After I gained a bunch of weight, I had a couple of times where I would actually not even like slip into relapses, but I wanted to relapse because I really couldn't stand my body. And so I was telling myself, well, you have to go back, you have to go back to old habits. And I was trying, and nothing changed. Like, my body was like, I'm over with this. It's not even like I couldn't starve myself anymore, but nothing would change. My body was just like, we're holding on to that weight. And this is actually something we see in a lot of people. And of course, it has to do with your metabolism, but in the end, this is your body's way of surviving, and this is your body's way of helping you. So your metabolism won't speed up until your body can trust you that food is around. And that can take a very long time. And again, I know how scary it is, but things will change in the future. I can promise you that there will come a time where you will feel better in your own body, whether it's because your body will let go of the overshoot weight, or whether it is because your body will heal internally. Because sometimes the discomfort and the feeling of, I always felt very heavy. I felt like I couldn't move as much anymore. That feeling actually went away when my body was starting to heal more. Even before I lost weight naturally and without restricting or anything like this. And there were so many times where I was beating myself up. I looked at pictures of myself before my eating disorder and I was like, I look just fine. Why can't I look like this again? Why does my body look so different? And I'm not gonna lie, I still have days where it's hard for me to accept the change. And this is not because I want to go back to my disordered habits. I'm actually very, very happy with my recovered life. But because my body went through so much change that it sometimes can be hard for your brain to catch up. But again, there will come times where you will feel more comfortable, where you will feel lighter again, where your body actually might let go of some weight. But it isn't really helpful to wait for that point. For way too long, I was waiting for my overshoot weight to go down. Like, this was literally everything I was waiting for. I was consuming a bunch of videos, I was reading a lot of stories just to get an idea how long it's gonna take. And once that time frame appeared, I was like, wow, it's been 16 months for me and I still look the same. Like, what am I doing wrong? And this put me under so much stress that my body actually felt in danger again. And this is a key point that so many people are missing. Like, the stress hormone our bodies are releasing will also stop your body from healing itself. So in the beginning, when I would put on some more weight and I would stress myself, and even later in recovery when I was stressing about the not changing number and comparing myself to my old me and all that kind of stuff, this is what puts a lot of stress on your body. And stress and healing cannot go along because your body is designed to survive. So once there's stress, which in ancient times meant there's either a famine going on or there's some kind of enemy that's trying to kill you, that's trying to eat you. So if there's stress, your body can't concentrate on healing because that requires way too much energy. So the more stress hormones you have in your body, the less healing will happen. Healing happens in your brain as neural rewiring and neural pathways developing. Healing happens in your muscles, healing happens in your organs, healing happens internally, and you won't see it. And the more you let go of this idea of, I have to lose overshoot weight, and why am I in this state for 3 years already? The more you let go and the more relaxed you're gonna be, the faster your body will heal. And if that means for you to lose some weight naturally, that might be amazing. But the more you can let go of it, the more you can also let go of the urge to lose weight. And some people actually end up in the state where they are like, I don't even want to lose weight anymore. The weight I'm at now was a weight that would scare me months ago, years ago, and now I'm actually fine in my new body. So this might not be the message you were hoping to hear, because I don't have a magical cue. I don't have the number one tip that helps you to coping. I mean, apart from my usual tips, which are comfy clothes, taking care of yourself, buying some nice makeup, doing your nails, hanging out with friends or people that are good to you. But I guess you've all have heard these tips and they are not always helping, and I completely understand that. But I want you to understand how your body works. So even though this video was not super science-based, I have a bunch of videos out there from body dysmorphia to overshoot weight to extreme hunger that actually explain the scientific backgrounds of eating disorders and of the reactions of your body. So if you're into that, let me know. Also, if you want more scientific explanations of a certain topic, leave a comment and I will be very happy to cover it. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.